Hi there, my name's Emma Owen-Smith. I am a yoga meditation teacher and I'm also a crystal therapist. I wanted to share with you today a crystal meditation. As I work in both fields, if you like, both mediums, one of my favourite ways to get to know a crystal is to sit and meditate with it. So if you would like to join me and give it a go, please do give me 10 minutes of your time. And before we do, you're going to need a crystal or, and that could be anything. That could be a piece of jewellery with a crystal in it. It could be, a tumble. You might have a little piece like something like this. It might be something rough, more like an amethyst, or it might be a piece of jewellery. So we pretty much, usually in the house, you might be able to find a bit of jewellery with some sort of stone in it. Or failing all of that and you want to give it a go, get into the garden or go outside and find a stone or a pebble or a piece of rock. So it's all part of the earth's tapestry, so it doesn't matter if it's sparkling and beautiful or if it's quite rough and dull looking, it will still have its own imprint and its own frequency. And we're going to see if we can tap into that today. So what I would like you to do, once you've got your crystal or your stone, just put it in front of you to start with. And we're going to begin just by grounding and centering ourselves and noticing how we are in this moment. So if you'd like to close your eyes, make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can, feet flat on the floor, or if you're sitting on the floor with your legs crossed, then make sure you're feeling, well grounded and secure. Closing your eyes, relaxing your shoulders, so just let your shoulders drop. And just begin to tune in to your breath. The rising and the falling breath. Begin by just observing that in itself. So as you inhale, just say the word rising. And as you exhale, say the word falling to yourself. Rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Rising as you inhale, falling as you exhale. Once more, rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Now I'd like you to take a moment to just notice and observe what is happening for you in this present moment. So I want you to observe, first of all, how your body is feeling. We're going to scan through the body, starting off with the top of the head, and then moving down over the head. And what we're looking for is any sensation in the body at all, any aches, any pains. So we're coming down over the eyes, the back of the head, the nose, the ears. We're sweeping down, really, the mouth, the jaw, the throat, the neck. How is it all feeling? How are the shoulders? Are they heavy? Are they tense? Are they achy? How are the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands? How are the hands feeling today? They're hot, are they cold, are they sweaty? And then what about the chest? What about the back of the body, the spine, the lower back, and the belly? Again, any discomfort? And as we observe this, we are doing exactly that, just observing without any getting involved in pain or involved in the story. We're just observing, where do we find ourselves in this now moment? So down to the pelvis and the hips, and the thighs and the buttocks. Noticing the knees, the lower legs, heels, the feet, the toes. How is this body? And if you have observed a problem area, then just observing where, how bad is it today? How strong is the feeling? Again, without getting too involved, just noticing. And then I'd like you to observe, how is your energy today? Are you feeling pretty lively? If I asked you to jump up and do some star jumps, would you be, yep? Or would you kind of slump down, not a chance? So where is your energy? Are you feeling pretty awake and alive, or are you feeling pretty heavy and lethargic? Somewhere in the middle. And then back to this breath. Rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. All right, lovely. Now you're going to gently open your eyes. You're going to get your crystal or your stone. And we're remaining in this calm, centered mode of mind. And I'd just like you to have a look at your crystal. So first of all, using your eyes, just observing, what's the colour? Is it translucent? Is it crystal clear? Are there blocks of colour? Are there different colours? What shape is it? Is it large? Is it small? So just really, with your eyes, taking in the crystal, and you might notice different patterns. And those patterns might say something to you, but we're just observing. So from a conscious mind perspective, we're just having a look. And then what I'd like you to do is just feel it. Just let the weight of it drop into your hand. Is it heavy? Is it light? Feel what the temperature is. So some of these stones are really heavy, and some of them are, not so heavy. Are they rough, or is it smooth? So just feeling into it. Is it pleasing to feel? Some of these stones feel really nice just to, kind of hold and rub. And so how does it feel? If you want to, you could even sniff it, see if it smells of anything. So you're just using your senses. Some crystals have water trapped in them. And if that was the case, if you shook it, then you would be able to hear that. You could just try shaking it just to see if there's any sense of sound. You could even lick it if you wanted to. Make sure it's clean. So once you've really taken it in through your senses, you're then going to place it in your left hand. That's the receptive hand. And you're going to just rest it probably in your lap is the most comfortable place. You're going to close your eyes again. So I always like to welcome and thank the crystal, because the crystals are conscious. Like everything in this world has a consciousness. Plants, flowers, animals, birds. Rocks also have a consciousness. So I like to thank it, welcome it. And then I like to just ask it. And if you know what it is, if you know the name of it, you can use the name of it. Amethyst, rose quartz. I just like to ask it, what would you like to show me? And then I close my eyes. What would you like to show me? And now we just allow ourselves to receive any information. So first of all, I would encourage you to observe on a physical level if there is anything that seems to be responding or happening. It might be that you suddenly feel cold. It might be that your heart feels a little bit faster. Maybe that your breath really deepens. Maybe you get an uncomfortable feeling. Maybe your stomach gurgles. Maybe you hear sounds more acutely. So I'm just going to leave you just to feel for a minute or so. And the key really is not to try too hard. And if you notice yourself trying and forcing and pushing, just focus on the breath. Let it be. Focus on the breath. Now, notice if there are any feelings. You may start to feel uplifted. You may start to feel relaxed. Any feelings? Your mind might start to race a little bit. Just notice, again, all of this without any judgment or expectation. And then just seeing if there may be any visual images that come to you. You might get an image of a mountain or a lake. You might see a person or some kind of a being. You may hear a word or a phrase. Or you might see an object. Just being open to whatever this crystal, via your own imagination, visioning, intuition, wants to present to you. And again, if you notice that you are really trying too hard, come back to the breath. Just come back to the breath. Allowing to be whatever wants to be. All right, good. And then become aware once more of the stone itself resting in your hand. Silently thank the stone for working with you today. And then when you're ready, you could open your eyes and have a bit of a stretch out. So there are no rights and wrongs with this. But the more you practice, the more you get to know the characteristics of this particular stone for you. I hope you've enjoyed this meditation. As I say, I love to work this way. I am going to be doing some workshops, and if you are interested in joining me for an Introduction to Crystals workshop, then I'm going to include some details below, and I would love to see you to get to know these beautiful little fellas a little bit better. So thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful rest of your day, whatever you may be doing. See you soon.